is not really a game that you can pause because there's a plot going on or anything like that. You can just stop at any time. So yeah, it's actually fine. Are you streaming?
Yep. I'm
Oh,
just getting your use. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get your user volume. I'm gonna use my Discord controls to try to control the sound instead of the OBS controls.
all right. I just checking like a idle game, but as soon as you want, I already log in on Fall Guys, and I guess I can also check
Is
the
it
Twitch
weird that I'm
channel.
doing this streaming thing instead of just playing with you? I just kind of like doing it now, even though I'm only do it like in weird spurts.
No, I mean it is like an activity that you do with like I don't know, I cannot explain, but it is a thing that you do.
It makes
So
me
like
feel like what I'm doing is productive, even though it isn't.
yeah, I kind of feel like something like that. Invite me since you are the streamer. That means you are the
I've
boss,
already
and you
did
gotta
it. I already did it.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a thing this game that I don't like, which I think the notification that you get it must be with sound. And when I play with you, I don't play with the headphones. I because I talk to you every time, so I know I don't think I ever heard the sound. Wait a second. Can you stream the screen for me on Discord?
Oh yeah. Sure.
Okay, let me watch real quick, and I'm going to close the stream. I was just checking the stream. It's fine. It looks like it is. Mm, okay, yeah, I see. Let's go. Let me see my challenge. Um,
Speaking of challenges, so I know obviously the idea is you're supposed to eventually hire a person to make your model, but it feels like all three model kits are kind of like, do you want to be a woman or do you want to be a femboy? Because it seems like those are your only two options. I've noticed
I
in the
like your motto.
it's like those are the only like unless you pay someone, those seem to be the options.
Oh, I see. But yeah, I mean, I like your motto. If I were to have one, like the way that the ones that we were watching yesterday, I will probably have to pay someone, but I don't. I like the one that
Oh
you have is
yeah.
fine.
Yeah. If I was gonna do this legitimately, yeah, you have to
No, I mean your model is good, and talk about like having a male model, like the ones that we were
oh
watching yesterday.
yeah, Nichi Shanji. Yeah, they probably
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
they definitely paid people. They have a
I
company.
mean, yeah, they definitely paid.
And then they pay those
Go
artists a fair wage. That's another story.
go to the that I did not even mention that. I was talking about having male models. Um,
You know I'm big on like
go
fair
to
wages.
go to the show thing.
Yeah, we already beat this,
Like,
remember?
no. There's challenges like every day and every
Oh,
week.
okay. You mean you want to?
Um,
Didn't you want to just do duos?
no, not yeah. I feel like duos, no, like do squads and they at the races.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm ready.
I think tomorrow I'll do some Fallout 4, by the way, because I don't want to do it if we're not doing it, because then there's like gaps in the game. Seems like the thing is with a lot of Fallout games, it looks like what people do nowadays are like challenges. Like watch as I try to live as long as I can in the glowing sea, which was actually a pretty fun video I was watching earlier today.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, do you how much do you plan on progressing the actual main plot?
I plan on beating the game.
But like, are you going to like? Is every stream gonna be you just progressing the main plot? Because if
Possibly.
it's not, l- really?
I don't know. I mean, the thing is, a lot of stuff happens in Fallout 4, and not a lot of it matters.
Yeah,
So,
and
in a
that's what
weird way, everything matters.
I mean. No, it doesn't. That's the opposite of reality. I was going to say
Oh,
like
there goes
chances are
gravity.
chances are you can play, yeah. Chances are you can play like a full string, or I mean, not a full string, but like chances are you can play by yourself, or just build your settlement and do weird side quests, and then come back and play another day in next string, and no one will notice because it's fucking, it wasn't relevant.
Also, no one will be watching. Like, this is literally just me doing this for vanity.
I mean, somebody might watch one day, but yeah.
If someone popped into chat, I would be surprised.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, but would you see that post I sent you about the guy who... I sent you the post about the guy who's like, hey, so I feel bad for my girl because she started OnlyFans. So I started to make multiple accounts and subscribe to her so she feels like people are watching her content. But then she started flirting with one of them in DMs and wanting to meet up IRL with one of the ones where I used an attractive fake profile pic.
No,
and then, so what should I do? Should I break it to her that it's all fake? Because I feel bad for her, and everyone's like, bro,
you
listen,
cooked yourself.
yeah, bro, listen, you need some self-respect. Your girl is clear, like, you're not in an open relationship, and your girl is not respecting your fucking, your relationship. You should be more concerned about yourself.
He cooked himself.
He literally cooked himself.
I was going to say you did not show me, but I guess you just, you just did because you just playing the entire thing.
Ooh. What was I gonna tell you?
I was going to say, like, I'm not going to make several fake accounts, but someone is probably going to, pop in at some point and maybe stay. I was going to actually suggest, like, maybe post about this on your Twitter or something like that.
I've been debating that because I'm like, do I want the people who buy my games to know what a fucking gremlin I am?
Okay, here's the thing. I know that is not like... It is not going to be like an overnight change, but both you and Mia have the thing where you're like, oh, no one is watching this, and I like, okay, did you tweet about it? Did you post it on other Discords? Did you tell literally anyone
part of
that
me
you're doing this?
Well, yes, you're correct. Trust me, I know about marketing. I had to do so many interviews for that game that my publisher put me on, which was fun and nice. Don't get me wrong. That Brazilian contract still hasn't gone anywhere, by the way. I'm starting to wonder what's going on with that.
I don't think it will.
Yeah, well, don't say that.
No. I told you those people were sussy as hell. I don't think they're going
I'm saying don't say that because this is on a stream, but... I mean, I didn't sign any contract. That's the problem, actually. It's like, why? All I asked is an updated contract, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
an updated contract that was nicer for them too. It gave them more money. Because I'm like,
Can I tell you
what
I think the answer? Can I tell you what I think the answer would be if the answer it was going to be? Oh, we don't do contracts here. We just go.
No, they gave me a contract. No, they gave me a contract. And I was like, well, there's two things about this contract. One, it's not in my actual legal name, so it's unenforceable. So I want you to change it to my legal name so it's actually an enforceable contract. Because you can't make a contract, I think, in the United States under an alias. And I'm like, secondly, you guys should I think with everything going on in Brazil, you guys should have a slightly larger cut because I know your economy went to shit. So I was like, I said, I'm going to make a nicer contract for you, one that you can legally enforce and gives you more money. And they still haven't gotten back to me. And I'm like, okay.
Just making... lie, the last one sounded pretty bad.
No, I gave them, they didn't ask for it. I gave them more money. That was my own decision.
I mean, yeah, like that's kind of... I cannot explain because I genuinely think that's a nice thing to say to someone, but that is not.
I did not say your economy went to shit. I did not say.
I mean, you literally just did, but like,
Not
Okay,
not
I'm
to
going to
them.
assume that you did not tell them that, but like
I was only talking through an agent. I said, you know what, they probably need the money more than I do. That's what I said to my agent. I don't think he expressed that in those words. I'm sure he used more tact. I would hope.
I don't know. You say some stuff sometimes that, oh, you fell. Oh no, that's not you. You already finished, right?
Nope, I have not finished it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you won't because you fell right at the yeah.
Yeah, I didn't finish. I mean, is
Oopsie.
it that mean to give people more money, even if it is for slightly patronizing?
I think if you say if you say that's patronizing, then you realize that
It was patronizing. I didn't say it though. I didn't say it that way to them. It was my reasoning. I'll admit.
no, it's okay. I mean, sometimes you are very blunt, and I think okay, like
Well,
the idea,
I also have like
the
a.
idea.
I also make good money, and I pay, and my rent is way below market value at like only $700 a month for New York. It's like, you know, I'm trying to be, you know, spread the wealth, I guess, as little as there is to give.
Yeah, but like the way that you work sometimes is like, oh, I'm. Let's just say that if you had actually told them that like your economy went to shit and now you want to give you more money, like it will not be surprising at all for me.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you go overboard.
Uh, well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe people are too sensitive. I'm just being funny.
Oh yes, the fucking snowflakes.
I know, I'm being that was me being funny, don't be mad.
Okay, Miss Rogan.
Who's Rogan? Oh, you mean like Joe? Oh, you mean like that asshole? Yeah.
So you basically are watching me right now because you lost and you are in your own stream and you're watching me play like
It's a little bit of Inception, yeah.
yeah, this is not a good like I wasn't going to even say that. I was going to say like this is not a good
I mean, it's still
That was
progress.
me.
This is my other person going forward. You're on the stream. Comment on what you're doing, dumbass.
yeah, like I mean I'm just fucking playing hoping I not die, but this is not really a game with comment. Oh, is the fucking seesaws. Oh, of course they fucking did that. Jesus, I hate this. This is the worst. Seesaws are the fucking worst. Yeah, I'm just going for the end. I'm just going to play like.
Oh, what if you did the next? Okay, you're bilingual, right?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm trying to learn
And it's
Weebanese.
over, huh?
I'm trying to learn some Weebanese for the sake of being able, because it seems like to be a VTuber, you have to do some Weebanese. Duolingo's bird, by the way, comes after you if you miss a fucking lesson. Like, it will
Yeah, he fucking stabs you.
The Duolingo bird does not leave you alone, too. He'll leave you alone for a few days, and he'll come back with a vengeance with multiple notifications.
Dude, everything that got.
Oh, I
everything
gotta
that
ban
got,
someone. Okay, one moment. I need to ban someone. How
You
do you...
need to what?
I got a bot. Let me get rid of that.
Oh, congratulations, the first viewer.
How do you do that actually? How do you get rid of a comment? Oh, there we go. Ban bot. Reason spam bot. There we go. Tell me how to buy followers.
Sad. Oh, this is the snowy. Oh, by the way, one thing that kind of screws me with the game is that since I'm playing Portuguese, like I don't know what the name of anything in English is.
Oh,
But this is no. Did I tell you that yesterday I was playing by myself, right?
yeah, you
Like
usually
I
do.
was playing. Yeah, fuck you. I was playing like since you were not around, I was playing solo and the special like season thing that's not not just duos and squads. I think the game is rigged like against you because I only played like things that I had not played
Okay.
before. I played one with a tail where like the guys have a tail and you have to pull it out and then you have to run like and
Oh,
not get your
saucy.
tail. Yeah, no, fuck you again. Like, please stop.
Sorry.
There was another. I mean, this one I also had not played yet. There is a lot of cool races. There is one that is like you kind of have to run to the top and grab the crown to win. I actually won a solo one yesterday. Yeah, there's a lot. I feel that since we only play duos most of the time, that's why we keep getting so many repeats. Like that's why we just
Oh,
keep getting like track attack, track attack, track attack all the time.
totally unrelated, by the way.
Oh,
I'm just gonna throw this out here. The nice thing I think about being a VTuber and having autism is that my model never stops moving and apparently spazzes out a lot because I can't sit still for like more than 2 seconds.
oh well, that's a thing, I guess. But yeah, we should play like. I mean, this is not fun for you. Absolutely not at the moment.
I
You
mean,
really want
I'm getting to talk to my friend. I enjoy that.
but
And I
yeah,
got to
like.
feel the taste of the banhammer when I got rid of the
Oh,
bot.
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I'm going to catch the VOD later just to see what the person posted. That
Oh, it was
so
like some
bad.
stupid. No, it was just some person it was just a spam bot. Like, hey, do you want to buy members? Go to Prime, whatever the fuck. It was like some bullshit.
I mean,
Like,
do you want to buy members? Like, I guess.
no, I don't. And I'm like, well, whatever this is, I don't want it. I know it's ironic to be like, I want people to post, and then someone was like, hey, here's how to buy members. And I'm like, yeah, get out of here, bot. I hope it wasn't a person, but I'm pretty sure it was a bot. If it was a person, eh. Oh well.
I have the feeling that I am not going to make it through this one. Like,
Yeah, you
it does
hate
not.
these. I think this used to be a Nickelodeon game show.
Yeah. This looks exactly like the temple of the monkey.
You gotten a lot better at this game than I am.
I think it's just luck. It is absolutely like just luck because sometimes I still fuck it up so bad and I still fuck it up so bad a lot of times.
You know, one thing I was saying, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah,
almost
yeah,
made
yeah,
it.
yeah.
One thing I was
No,
saying.
not really. Go ahead, sir. Say.
One thing I was talking on Discord yesterday was that I finally figured out why Let's Players always screw up their games. It was so hard to like answer questions like what is Halo 3 and what is Halo Reach while I'm trying to play a game. To answer your question, by the way, from that time period, Halo ODST was an expansion mod to Halo 3 that followed a group of ODSTs that was concurrent with the events of Halo 2, not Halo 3, and took place right after the drop on New Mombasa and the slip space rupture that sort of threw all the crew left and right. It involved a plot that really goes nowhere, but is played up like it's important, and also might be a plot hole, because I'm not sure how Surgeon Johnson was both in New Mombasa during the events of Halo 3 ODST, and where he's supposed to be for Halo 3. And then Halo Reach was a prequel, which basically just described the fall of Reach. It was a very good game, but had a lot of controversies, because it, one, contradicted the novel that came out before the first game, and two, Halo Reach, what was it? Halo Reach. And what was it? Was that Halo? Oh, did I delete that message? Oh. Oh, whatever. And that Halo Reach was mainly about, hey, this is how Reach fell, and it followed a group called Noble Team. And Noble Team was basically like, hey, a bunch of random Spartan 3s. Spartan 3s are the lesser versions of the Spartans. They're from orphans instead of, kidnapping and flash cloning children, except for George, the first one to die, who was a Spartan 2. And it's basically an entire story of how cool could all of us die in a blaze of glory for the sake of an action movie plot. It was a good game, but people did not like the competitive scheme due to some changes that once again I don't fully remember, that somehow destroyed the entire Halo competitive scene that was once so popular that it was actually being broadcast on television. And there you go, there's your belated answer in a different stream while playing a different game.
Not the Halo novels. I can't fucking believe they contradicted the Halo novels.
They wrote them.
How dare they?
They wrote them.
How
you know,
343
bent over backwards and shoved their head up their own asshole to justify the plot holes. With there being 2 Cortanas that were really 1 Cortana split in 2. Both of them get cut by Master Chief, as we know.
Contradicted the novels, the monsters.
Okay, I know you don't read books, but some of us...
I have spent the last 3 years forgetting how to read. So, yeah, I don't.
But some of us enjoy books. The problem is that I feel like every time I like a book, I look up the author, and it's like, this author's like a piece of shit.
I recommend like just be safe. Don't read sci-fi and fantasy, and you.
Well, those are my favorite genres.
Well, you're out of luck then.
It's like, hey, I like this book. Also, it's like 2 books I read. I looked up their freaking ad reads, and they're like, this is like this shit meets Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've seen two books, only one of which I read, which were like, this is Pokemon meets Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I'm like, why is that something where there's 2 of them? Like, I don't know. I feel I have heard someone say that apparently a lot of ad reads are just whatever is trending on fucking Google at the time that the ad company just grabs from. But still, it's weird to me.
So like they did say nothing about the book.
Yeah, I've seen ad reads. Someone pointed out to me that sometimes these ad reads are like, if you like World of Warcraft and the Owl House and whatever else was trending on Google today, you will like this book. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, there's that joke about like a person reading the back of the book and begging for it to say what the book's about, but the back of the book says, this is a masterpiece. This is the best one from the author yet. This is going to change your life. This is, it never actually says what the actual plot of the book is.
Full repetitive penetration for 40 pages.
Yeah.
Unlimited werewolf.
I see you. You have read Outer Carbon. Outer Carbon as an entire chapter that is just the guy fucking.
I remember reading a book that did that, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
It just goes on and on and on. Like the guy just keeps fucking and fucking and fucking again and again and again and again. And like it is kind of part of the plot, because the reason that he's doing it is because the woman she has modifications that are like aphrodisiacs, right? But they could just say that, like, oh, she had aphrodisiac modifications and she fucking, like, I guess, assaulted me for like hours, instead of actually describing, okay, I'm fucking her like this now, I'm fucking her like that now. Like,
also, if it's supposed to be assault, it's a little in poor taste to actually like describe it in detail like a pornography. Oh no, I almost made it. Fuck. You assholes!
Yeah, I fell,
you seesawed me off the bridge, you fucking cucks.
Yeah, I actually I only realized that it was supposed to be read like it was, non-consensual after it was done, and he was talking to someone else. Yeah, I kind of just got into a very bad situation with this femme fatale, because she had like fucking aphrodisiac skin and stuff like that. And I was like, wait, was that supposed to be bad? Why the fuck were you narrating like it was the time of your life?
It's another turning point of pork stuff. Fuck.
Yeah, I hate Seesaws. I feel like I'm going to rage quit this and just stop, because I hate Seesaw so much.
Seesaw by the seesaw. No.
Did you? Let's both rage quit. Let's both rage quit.
No, I made it. No, fuck you. I made it.
Okay.
Victory!
I mean, I didn't, so I'm just going to play another one. So let's see why you're there.
So you're not faithful then. I stuck around.
What? No, I mean, I just gonna play another one after you're done.
Oh, okay.
While you're there, let's see what can I talk about. Um,
I see how it
I
is.
dreamed today that I was watching my BF play Metro, and I kept talking like we were just talking about the game.
Metro
And like
2033?
it was one of the Metro games. Like it did not exist. But yeah, it was one of the Metro games that did not exist, and
That's
I
a
just kept
very-
watching.
That is
Huh?
can I just say, of all the games in the world, that is an obscure ass game to dream that someone is playing it.
I mean, I don't think it's the obscure game, but like, I don't know. I think it's weird to dream that you're watching someone else playing a video game and not exactly what the video game was.
I mean, I already told you about my dream last night, where I don't remember most of it, but I do remember Batman Dark Detecting Bros with a full Toonami intro sequence.
Did I tell you about another video game dream that I had? That was like, it was a game series that was called Todd of War, and it was a very highly regarded series, like for the writing and the plot and the commentary, the political commentary, especially on like veterans and like the war economy and stuff like that. And people would say stuff
the
like,
hell?
"Oh,
Whoa,
what
whoa.
the fuck did you just do, Kara? What the hell?"
I'm glad that's on video.
Okay, I get to pretend I did not just see like a fucking eldritch like abomination.
Oh no! Oh, okay, I don't know why I thought I could make that.
And like people would say things like, "Oh, Call of Duty is cool if you want to, gameplay, but if you want like an actual plot that will make you think, you should play Todd of War."
I am Todd of War.
Yeah. And I guess these are the kind of dreams that I have. I dream, I guess, with video games.
Dream a little dream of me. No, just being fun.
Have you ever dreamed that you were having Discord chat?
No, I don't think I've reached that level of patheticness
I
yet.
have, yeah, I have like several times, and I don't mean voice chat. I mean like I see people's like avatars or profile pictures and like talking with them. I have that dream like several times.
Have you seen how few people have qualified, by the way?
Yeah, 9 people. I think there are. You don't like this one because you have to walk to the middle of the thing. I think most people don't either. This is the only one of the. Oh, you just have to be patient. This is the only one of the tracks that I finish like on first, like regularly.
Well, you usually
Because
finish first.
Because I have no fear.
I'm sorry. I know I agreed stop to make those comments, and I'm being an asshole right now. I'll really stop. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did really well for like 2 days.
Okay, I'll stop. Oh, I'm not. No. Oh, no. Okay, the timer's on. Race against the clock. Race against the clock. Race against the. Oh fuck. No, I'm not.
Or not, because then I get to play again.
Hey, let's play grab ass. I'm stuck in mid grab ass. Ah. So, like, do you have any, like, good chain restaurants you like?
I don't go to restaurants. Like,
Oh, okay.
I hate eating outside.
Really?
I cannot stand it. Like absolutely. I am. I mean, you know that I'm not. I have this weird thing where I'm not very fond of eating at all. Like I just do it because otherwise I would fucking die.
How did you ever be fat? How were you ever
I mean,
fat? Like,
yeah, mostly by sitting around and playing video games all day for most of my life. But also the meds, the depression meds, they change like stuff and sometimes make you fatter. But yeah, like I don't like eating most of the time. So, and I also hate eating in front of people. So eating in public is something that I pretty much never do. I was actually thinking about, not think, I was talking with another person the other day. Um, the idea we were talking about like a romance, and my like the way that I think about romance is more or less the same way that I think about men, which is I don't like the way that it is portrayed like in major media, but that does not mean that I don't like it. It's just that I know I have my own preference that is not a very narrow way that is portrayed. Like, so like if I were to go on a date, like I will not go to like a dinner date or a movie
oh,
theater date. But if it was like, oh, let's fucking play video games together, or let me see your favorite YouTube videos, I would fucking love that.
maybe that would have been better than that awful date I went on with this one person where I tried to do a
Oh,
movie date. I think I told you about how bad it went.
yeah. I mean, I think that the movie went okay. Just the person that was not okay.
Well, I think there were issues. I will say I did not mind rewatching Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but I probably should have watched Everywhere at Once, because apparently that movie is amazing. People are telling me now, and like way better. And it's apparently the same exact film, which is hilarious.
I mean, it is not a fucking comic book movie, so by default it is better. So, but like,
Okay, Martin
that is
Scorsese.
not. That is not, I swear to God, not ironic at all. I am fucking exhausted of people. Like, I actually would argue about this when I was doing BSS in the Discord.
Mhm.
That like the people were saying like, oh, I have still not seen a TV episode of any series that talks about the pandemic. And I would say like, okay, I have, but like, have you watched literally any show that is not about comic books? And people would say no, no, no. And I'm like, of course you're not going to see any of them talk about the real problems because they're fucking comic books TV shows. Like, watch something, watch a real show for once. So yeah, that's not like I oriented for about for life for something that's completely irrelevant. I'm sorry.
And
Uh,
so, how quickly
but
did everyone stop talking to you?
I mean, I left the server, so like, I mean, I was right, and they should. Listen, if you're watching, no, 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 no. Listen, if you're watching Legends of Tomorrow, and you're wondering why you're not seeing any show that's talking about the pandemic, you need to turn off the TV and think about
Salty,
what you did with your life.
salty, so
What
salty.
watch a show with real people, like, and you will see that they're going to be talking
You
about the
are
real
just
issues.
a little ball of hate. Even though I'm pretty sure you're taller than me.
No, I'm not.
How
I'm
tall?
definitely not taller. I am 5'6".
I'm 5'6" too.
I'm pretty sure that every time you tell me your height, you go a little lower because I clearly remember you being taller than me.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm 5'7". You know,
No,
sometimes your bone, you shrink as you age. You know that? And now that I'm an old person,
I was literally talking to my mom about this the last time that we talked together. Like that she's pretty short, but like I was telling her that like sometimes you see an old lady and like she has the old lady like height, but you cannot imagine her being like a teenager or a young adult and having, you know, the same height. And she will, you know, I mean, she made the exact same joke that like you shrink as you age.
Well, that's actually true though. Like your bones do contract. Some of your bones after a certain age do start to merge back together. That's like a thing I read somewhere.
That sounds fake.
I don't know. I read that somewhere that your bones start to actually.
Or I read somewhere is not really a great.
Oh,
like...
okay, fine. After this, I'll get a peer-reviewed study for you from Cambridge University,
Saying,
Columbia.
I read somewhere is such a. In this day and age, like I read somewhere is such a red flag.
No. Okay, finally. God, I would have finished this so much sooner. No! Wait, is it before the fan? Oh, thank God.
Don't dive. You have to dive after the. Okay, that's good. But like, you should dive after the fan, like, so you reach the ending, like you were diving before. We barely made it.
Barely made it. Ugh. I'm so mad. I'm so mad I'm gonna go have sex with my girlfriend so I'm not mad anymore.
What is that a reference to?
Tails gets trolled. Except I was doing it in the Shadow voice instead of the Sonic voice. But I really can't do a Sonic voice. Shadow's easy, he's just very gruff.
I think my favorite Tails Get Trolled panel was the one about Bugs Bunny talking about dressing like a girl, and then
Oh, I wonder
because
why.
that one has so many edits. Like there's one with Teddy from Persona 4, and it just fucking kills me. Like, yeah, that it fits perfectly the character.
Tails Gets Trolled is such a weird thing because even to this day, no one knows if it was an elaborate joke or completely genuine.
Also, the one about I forgot. I think it's Shadow, but I cannot remember. The one that was like stuck in time. No, not stuck in another dimension. So they talk about how they started breaking their bones to pass the time. And it goes really long about how each bone that will break, and they just start breaking every single bone on their body. And now every time they have to walk or do anything, they break everything. They're constantly breaking their bones and like healing instantly, and they're living constant agony. But the way they just keep like describing it again and again and again is the fucking funniest shit. That it just goes for so long in so much detail. I love Tails Gets Trolled. I'm probably going to read it again as soon as I finish, or at least look for some pages. I'd probably not read the entire thing.
People should start watching real shows instead of just watching the same comic book
fuck
garbage all the time. I'm gonna go reread Tails Gets Trolled right after this stream.
Fuck you so much.
Oh, you're so salty. You're so mad.
Fuck you so much.
Yeah, oh, you're just mad because I'm right. No, did I still get the checkpoint? Okay, good.
Oh, God,
you're just so completely owned.
I mean, yes, I was. God, I almost made first place on this one. Shit.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, don't worry. First is worst. First is worst.
First is worst, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh fuck.
Honestly, that was just such a thing at the time, like when the pandemic was like, I think it was the second year of pandemic, and people are like, oh, it's weird. I have not seen a show that's talking about the, you know, I have not seen a show where people are wearing masks, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to avoid the obvious joke that like superhero shows have people wearing masks, but I'm going to go like, okay, are you? Oh, this guy fucking sucks! God damn it! He missed the same jump 3
You're
times!
so angry! Are you gonna go have sex with your boyfriend so you're not angry anymore?
Holy shit! oh, okay, finish. Um, and I was like, okay, I have watched shows where people are wearing masks because they're shows where, you know, takes place in the real world and are not fucking about, I don't know, time traveling.
No, you can't
or...
save this. You can't save this.
Okay, yeah, I can. But like, yeah, I would get very mad.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
This is probably going to be the final.
I think
I wonder
so.
what it's going to be.
Probably the fucking ice thing. There you have to like avoid falling into the pit.
Yeah. Oh, it's not. It's not the final either, huh?
Well, this is called Wall Guys. What's it called in Brazilian Portuguese?
Deadly Walls.
Deadly Walls. Oh, it's still in English?
No, I translated it.
Oh, what would you what would you say in Portuguese?
Paredes Mortais.
Well, that sounds cool.
I mean, you don't. Yeah, I think that any foreign language that you don't understand is going to sound cool. We are going to get fucking trolled in this one, by the way, because people are going to push the blocks away from the exit. I feel like.
Well, if I on the subject matter, what is when you try to learn English, what was the weirdest thing about retraining your tongue?
I didn't try to learn English. I learned English by playing video games.
Okay. When you learned English, what was the weirdest thing about how you retrain? Oh, you son of a bitch! One of our teammates just did that to me. Guys, we were on the same team, jackass. Why did you troll us? Well, still, like, I know some people say the problem when you learn Spanish, when you're an American, is that, Americans don't train their tongue to roll their R's.
I mean, again, I have never trained anything, much less, you know, my tongue. I just... One day, I decided that, like, I was going to start speaking in English with people, you know, I was going to start streaming, and I did, and I fucking, like, just started talking in English.
Oh wait, you did streaming before?
Yeah, I just did streaming. Like, I used to have this group of friends where, like, I would just... we shared the same channel. This was before Twitch. We shared the same channel, and, like, we would stream. And I just decided I was going to do it. And like... and that's how I started speaking. Like, I did not, you know, train anything.
So, what did you used to do? Justin TV?
No, we did live stream.
Oh, I see. How about does Hitbox TV still exist, or did that die?
Not sure.
I'll check. No, it looks like Hitbox died.
I feel like most of them died after, like, Twitch got popular.
Hitbox was a live streaming introduced in 2013. It was acquired by Asboo and then became Smashcast, which I've never heard of. Smashcast.
Yeah, we used that one.
You use that one? It still exists?
No,
we
used that
it's
one.
defunct now. Oh, fuck. What am I doing? We lost. Alright, now let me get out. So this
we used Hitbox for a while. We didn't like Twitch at the time because Twitch had a massive, like, delay, like full, like, 10 seconds of a delay sometimes.
Well,
so we kept trying other stuff. I mean, nowadays it's like 2 or 3 seconds, but at the time it was fucking massive. And so we tried Hitbox, Smashcast. There was other stuff that we tried as well.
You know, brief aside, but my friend was like, you know, I think your model is off because it just seems to be scrolling through some idle animations. And it took me just now to realize it's because I constantly can't keep my head still. So it looks like I'm just going through idle animations because randomly my head just keeps swaying left and right when I talk.
you are a scene basically.
A what?
You are a scene for like the Sims. You just
Oh
keep
yeah.
going through like motions randomly.
Wabba-da-ba-ba.
Yeah.
Ada-do-ba.
I
Wabba-da-ba-da.
haven't played these things in so fucking long.
I wish I could be a sim and get a career by just going into a newspaper and saying, I want to be a scientist today. And I am. I will now invent a time machine that will work. I might be going to Apple Bitches later today. I shouldn't say that. That's Callie's thing. We might be going...
Wow, the name... I'm looking at your stream. Yours is called Gate Crash. Mine is called Hellgates.
Hellgate. No, you gotta tell me that in Portuguese. What is that in Portuguese?
Portões Infernais.
That's actually less cool than Hellgate. Which one was your
Like-
word for hell?
Inferno.
Ah, okay.
Hellgates is such a... It's such a change from Gate Crash, like... Someone on the translation team is going super hard on these names.
You know what kids like today? They like the devil.
Yeah,
They're all down with the
yeah.
devil. They dance
They
with the
all
devil
play-
in the pale moonlight.
They all play Persona. They love the devil.
That's what the kids like nowadays. They like the devil. They like their devil music. I actually got the hand tracking to kind of work, but it spazzes out super hard, and I don't want to use it.
It's okay. I mean, the hand thing is weird because like you're going to be playing games most of the time, so it's just going to be your hands on the keyboard or on the controller. So like, what's the point?
I'm Italian, so I actually talk my hands.
I was just
a lot.
going to say, even if you are Italian, like you're not going to stop playing to do some random like hand gestures.
You know the funny thing about being mixed ethnicity is I very rarely say mixed ethnicity. I'll be Italian, Puerto Rican, or American depending on how I feel that day. And no matter which I choose, people will still hate me on that choice.
We actually hate when people say they are Italian descendant because usually is an excuse for why they're being rude.
What?
Yeah. Like it just happened like several times. Like someone is caught in 4K, like being rude to a service worker or something like that. Screaming and calling the names and stuff like that. And when they are like questioned, they say like, "Oh, I have Italian blood. That means I am very intense. I was not being rude. I was just I can't help it." And we actually fucking hate when people do that.
I would hate it too. That's a load of bullshit.
It is, and I just say like when you say that you're Italian, I just keep thinking of these people.
Well, I'm nothing like that. Except
Oh,
for the
no,
part that
you are a bottle. Like you can never be rude to someone.
Well, except for that one time I went off on a customer who probably didn't have it coming. But what can I say? It was a pretty stressful time.
Here's the thing. I still don't think you are being rude. That's why I say that you are like, okay, you're not a bottom, but like I have said so many times, I don't think you're capable of being angry at people because every time you say that you did something bad and you explain what it was, my only reaction is you are not rude enough. You should have been more rude.
Yeah, but you're also a little ball of hate. Like you got Napoleon syndrome going on, and you're not even short.
I mean, I am short, but like...
No, 5'6" isn't short. Don't tell me 5'6" is short.
It is absolutely short. It is manlet. It is manlet.
You are not...
It is. Like...
No, man...
If you are under 6, you are not...
6 feet is not a common height. I think that's an unrealistic standard.
You cannot call yourself a male if you are under 6. So I accept
I think... I really hope this is a bit...
I accept my fate. I go out and I buy a dress and panties because I accept my biology. I'm trying to say that like I am
That was a little
rude,
transphobic.
but also
That's a little transphobic, but go ahead.
okay, sorry. I am rude, but also like you take too much shit from people.
I probably
You
do.
take and there one times that you're like, oh, I fucking went off on someone. I told them off and you say what you did and also like really this is nothing like this is nothing. You know what you like. Remember the one time that you told me that, like you were rude at work and you were worried that you were going to be like called out, or I don't know what they do at work if they cut your salary or anything like that.
Oh no, if they did, I just
And I
quit.
kept, yeah, okay. Here's the thing: when you were saying that, like how you were rude, and I was thinking that was fucking nothing, and you kept saying, okay, like my boss is stressed because like we have a shortage of people and you know all kind of sorts of stuff. The only thing I kept thinking was like, you know what would be actual rude and would be like a thing that you could have done, like just not show up one day. Just not show up one day, and if they call you out, you say, okay, so what? You're going to fire me? You have a shortage of people. Like, what? Are we really going to do that?
Well, I've actually kind of been doing that where I just like, okay, I haven't come to work on time in like 3 months.
Yeah,
They're not
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
do
basi-
anything about
But,
it.
but you waited until the tax season was over. Like you should have done this during tax season, like just to fucking twist the knife. Like, yeah, go ahead, fire me. You have no one to like to replace me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I straight up I haven't come to work at 9 a.m. I think in months. And
Good.
for example, no one else was in the office on Friday, so I left at 3. So I'm like, no one's gonna notice. My boss hasn't been in the office for like just over a year.
Good. So like you finally learned, like you finally are learning like your value as a worker and a person, I guess.
Uh,
This one, oh, is the same one that was like. So yours is called pipe dream. Yeah, okay. I cannot translate mine.
why is it really offensive?
No, I mean I literally cannot translate mine.
Why'd you say it for the Brazilian listeners?
Desencanado.
Okay.
Desencanando. It's a slang, I guess. I mean, it's not really translatable.
Okay.
There's a lot of funny. I mean, not funny, but there's a lot of interesting puns and stuff. When they're not being fucking metal, saying like this is the Hellgate. There's a lot of interesting like double entendres, puns and stuff like that. They had a lot of fun with the translation of this game. I really like when you can tell like people, you know, they did not do it literally, and they added, you know, a lot of local flavor and stuff like that.
You know, for someone who learned English from video games, you so rarely say like phrases like reloading, last clip.
Yeah, I should. I should start saying like pog or something like that.
So what is Brazilian like? I know we make jokes about Brazilian food, but what kind of spices do y'all use? Do you like use like a lot of cumin or like a lot of like paprika?
I don't know the names of food in English because that's not something you learn in video games.
Fair
And
enough.
that is not a joke. That is not a joke. I am 100% serious.
Yeah, because I over in America, like if you want like traditional American cooking, it's mainly starches that are cooked with butter, salt, and if possible, fried meats, and some dairy goods. It really is not a shock that America has an obesity problem. Is what I'm basically saying here. The biggest issue with traditional American cooking, because I've been to, I think they call them a Cracker Barrel, is that it's a little bland. Like, it is filling food. It will definitely fill you up, and it's not bad food. It's just a little bland. They don't spice it up.
I mean, they do say that Cracker Barrel is like the white version of, I don't know, Popeyes, and that's why it's called Cracker. So it makes sense. It makes sense that they don't have a lot of spices or seasoning.
I think it's the British influence, to be honest.
Oh, this is the one that I managed to win one time, and I don't think I can repeat the feat, but let's try.
Why do we always spawn like 2 inches above the ground?
I think it's something about oh, I think it's something about like the fact when you touch the ground, it's like starts the countdown for things to start falling apart.
I guess.
So they have, and also sometimes, well, not in this stage, but some stages that have like that ground where you
Where it
have
breaks,
to,
yeah.
where it breaks. So you do have to start.
The thing is, though, this isn't a real world, so you can kind of do whatever you want. You can just not make it break until the timer starts. But yeah, I guess it gives I guess it gives
you
people a
don't know
chance
how-
to. It gives people. It's probably more because it gives people a chance to react.
No, you don't know how the game is programmed. Maybe it's not based on the timer. Maybe it's based on pressure, and they have to start off the ground.
I mean, I
Like,
guess, but
you're applying like logic that is not. Yeah, I like. So you're applying a logic that is like, oh, they should do like this, but they cannot just do things like randomly like this. Maybe they programmed the entire game where the ground is like based on pressure, and they cannot change at this minute. So they do a band-aid where the player starts like 2 feet off the ground, so the ground does start falling.
oh,
like,
so
that's how-
anyway, I think I might be leaving for lunch soon, so I'm gonna exit the game.
All right, it was a good match. Thank you for playing. Thank you for-
Yeah, I had fun. Oh shit, I had fun. Didn't mean to disconnect
Yeah,
there.
it
I'm
was
probably
fun.
gonna end the stream soon. So thank you to the no one who came out here today. I'm glad that you all made time in your schedule. And I do this joke for myself because I'm a salty little bitch.
Yeah, you're still here, so you're also doing it for me.
Well, yeah. But do you actually find it entertaining?
No.
Then I'm doing it for myself. Good night.